Hi, hello. I'm Brett McManaman, and welcome back to another episode of Northwood Web TV.
I'm Virginia Hallam, and this is, a matter of fact, our final episode of Web TV for the 2007-2008 school year.
So don't miss us too much, but I'm sure next year, whoever steps up to be the anchors will do a splendid job. Now, we are actually sitting in front of our brand new Sloan building. Virginia, what about the Sloan building is so special?
Well, as a matter of fact, it was just dedicated recently, and it's the Sloan Family Building for Automotive Aftermarket Studies. So it's a great, beautiful new facility that we have here on the Michigan campus.
Yes, it is. It's truly state-of-the-art. Backed with plasma TVs, stadium seating classroom, it is a great addition to our very beautiful Michigan campus.
There's even a gorgeous alumni lounge that we have in there as well. It's beautiful.
Check it out. So the Sloan building was dedicated to the aftermarket automotive studies. However, I hear they have other classes being offered there as well. Virginia, do you have any classes there?
As a matter of fact, I do. I have my capstone management class there with Dr. Mulvaganam. Do you have any classes there?
I do. I have creativity with Professor Hughes, a very interesting and fun class.
I've heard that's a really great class.
It is. Wait, what is this I see over there? The Gerstacker Athletic Complex.
I believe
we are viewing softball fields and soccer fields, which reminds me, let's go into Sports with Steel.
Thank you. Welcome to another week of Sports with Steel. This is the last episode of Web TV for the year. Start off with the annual spring ball game, which was held here at Hans Stadium on Saturday. The blue and white team tied 16-16. Also to Megan Starnes, who became the first Northwood student to be on the all-academic team, let alone be the captain of it. Congratulations to the men's and women's tennis team, who both won regionals this past weekend. Mrs. Kylie Cieslak, representing Northwood University in the NCAA Championship track meet next 2 weeks, running a 3,000-meter dash. Also to Kyle Clement, who became the 5th player out of Northwood to sign with the NFL team. He'll be playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers next year. Also to Dan Marshall, who was invited to the Lions rookie camp this past weekend. Also, kudos to the Northwood students and also the athletes who completed 2,000 hours of community service around the Tri-City areas, which means they helped out at churches, homeless shelters, canned food drives, and just helping people in everyday life. Here we have Kyle Clement, recently signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kyle, what high school are you from?
Hudsonville High School.
Did you win any awards in high school?
Yeah, I was all conference and all state.
All state, that's a great honor. What schools were looking at you come out of high school?
I had some opportunities to go to Division I schools like Central Michigan and Western Michigan, and then the Division II schools also.
Overall, what made you choose Northwood?
I guess I had an opportunity to play right away at a Division II school instead of going to Division I and wait until I was a junior before I could play. So I decided that Northwood would be my best fit.
While here at Northwood, what honors, what awards have you accompanied?
I was all conference for 3 years, all region for 2 years, and all American for a year.
Around your junior year, maybe your senior for sure, did you know you were going to go to the pros?
No, I was still, scouts were coming into the facility to check it out and watch game film and things like that. But, as coming from a D2 school, you still kind of keep your head on straight and you just keep playing football and hope that something works out.
Around the draft, what was going through your head?
That was probably the hardest time for me. I was just really nervous the whole time and actually just wanted it to get over with so I could figure out what was going on.
When you got that phone call from the Steelers, the excitement was lifted?
Yeah, it was the best feeling I think I've ever had in my life to find out that I was going to Pittsburgh.
I know it's a dramatic change, but what is different between so far in training camps, rookie camps, and college?
I think the speed is the big thing. Obviously, the guys are a little bit bigger too, but it's mostly the speed of the game, not only physically but also mentally.
Do you have any stories? And they have any hazing, any of that kind of stuff? They make you guys sing?
Not really hazing, but my locker's right next to Ben Roethlisberger, and I accidentally took his seat one day, and so when he came in, he made sure to remind me that my seat was the one with the rip in it behind him, so that was a good one.
The difference between the lockers, Ben Roethlisberger and rookie Kyle Clement,
lockers are the same, but the stuff in it's different. I mean, his whole rack is full of stuff. He's probably got 40 pairs of shoes in there, and I have my one pair of cleats and one pair of indoor shoes, so I'd say that's the biggest difference.
Thanks for your time, sir.
All right, thank you.
This has been Sports with Steel. Back to you, Brother Virginia.
Thanks, Steele, for that always very informative sports update.
And now over to Brett and Virginia, who are actually at Recognition Park to discuss the fraternity and sorority update.
Beautiful place. Thank you, Virginia. Now back to you, Virginia.
Thank you, Brett. We're here at Recognition Park on the Michigan campus where we're doing our fraternity, sorority, and club update. So Brett, why don't you tell us about some of the club's happenings recently?
Well, the two clubs I'm actually a member of, the American Marketing Association, tied for 5th place on their chapter case down in New Orleans. The American Advertising Federation actually finished 3rd place in the National Student Advertising Competition, District 6. Congratulations to both clubs. Now let's fill us in on Greek life.
Well, we just finished Men's and Women's Greek Week, and congratulations to Phi Delta Theta, who won Men's Greek Week, and Delta Zeta, who won Women's Greek Week. As for some of the events that they've been doing recently, Tau Kappa Epsilon actually just had their Run for Reagan, which was a 5K run that they did for autism with their chapters from Alma College and Saginaw Valley.
Good work.
Sounds like it was a really great event.
Sounds like it.
And now over to Dwayne, who actually is covering the Alpha Chi Omega Domestic Violence Awareness Walk. It's the 3rd annual walk that they've had this year, and it's over in the Hawk Center.
Good afternoon, this is Dwayne Barber. I'm here with the sorority update. Here I'm in the Hawk Center covering the Alpha Chi Omega Annual Domestic Violence Walk. We're going to take a step inside and see what's going on. Ran into Sharon, in charge of the shelter house here in Midland. Sharon, I have a few questions with you. What is the significance of the Domestic Violence Walk and Alpha Chi Omega assisting you with these efforts?
Okay. Well, Dwayne, Alpha Chi Omega is a great friend of Shelter House. Their national cause is domestic violence, so they do a number of things to help with that and certainly show their support to Shelter House, but they've also been a great source of volunteers for Shelter House. They have volunteers that come out every Monday night and help with our children's group.
Dwayne here with Nicole Gabriel. She's in charge of Alpha Chi Omega's Domestic Violence Walk. Nicole, how long has Alpha Chi Omega been doing the DVA walk?
This is our 3rd year doing the DVA walk at Northwood.
Okay, in preparation for this event, what exactly did you all have to do as an organization?
We've been preparing for a year since last year's walk. We had to find sponsors in the community, raise money just for awareness through the community to help just advertise for the walk, and basically just try and get students and community members to come out and support us.
Well, there you have it. We've learned more about domestic violence awareness, the time that it entails in preparation for this event, and had a great time meeting a lot of new people. Back to you, Brett and Virginia.
Thanks, Dwayne. And now, actually, Brett, you covered the Google executives interview here on campus, didn't you?
Yes, I did. The American Marketing Association brought them in. So let's cut to that clip. Hello, I'm Brett McMahon, and I'm here with Stephen Kraft, the Senior Account Executive from Google of Detroit out of Birmingham, Michigan. Stephen, the only question I want to ask you is what was your impression of Northwood, being that it's a smaller school than your larger state schools, such as Michigan State and Michigan?
Well, the first thing I noticed was there seems to be a level of passion in this room that, I obviously don't spend a lot of time in other campuses, but the idea that I see this passion in this small, really tight-knit group of people that can kind of lend creativity off each other, I think that's something that some of the bigger campuses probably can't offer. And the focus you guys obviously have on the automotive environment gives you a clear upper hand when it comes to this town for sure. So.
Well, I'm glad that you said that because that's definitely the pride and prestige that we like to hold at Northwood ourselves, and I just appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Wow, Brett, that sounds like it was a really great speaker to have listened to.
Yes, it was a great opportunity.
Now, actually, right down the mall walk, we've got the Weather Girls with our weather and fashion update.
Hello, Northwood students and faculty. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful summer-like day. We'll be ending the year with temperatures in the mid-60s to the 70s. It's time to get out your plaid shorts and floral prints. Summer is just around the corner. And don't forget to pick up your colorful t-shirts and alumni apparel at the bookstore. Thank you, Allison. Now back to you, Brett and Virginia.
Now, our episode is nearing the end, but before we finish, I feel like there's something very major that we're forgetting. Virginia, please fill me in.
As a matter of fact, Brett, you're forgetting graduation.
How could I forget?
I don't know, but congratulations to you.
Congratulations to you as well, Virginia.
Thank you, and congratulations and best of luck to all of the students graduating from Northwood, not only here on the Michigan campus, but on all 3 of Northwood's campuses, and best of luck to you in your future endeavors.
Your hard work is going to pay off.
It really is.
Every year, there's someone awarded the smartest person in this school. We like to call it the fancy name valedictorian. Danny Van Houten here, checking out books so she can study. obviously, was valedictorian in high school, a valedictorian for the associate's degree here at Northwood, and recently named the 4-year bachelor degree valedictorian. Danny Van Houten, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Brett?
I'm pretty good. So, how does it feel to be once again the smartest person at Northwood University?
Good to be done.
Good to be done. Danny actually is going to be doing consulting for Ernst & Young, a very large, top 4 accounting firm in the world. Any statement about that?
Start in a month, so I get a month to relax and take off, and then I will be starting in Toronto on June 16.
Good for you. That's very exciting. Now, do you have any advice for the incoming freshmen for the 2008-2009 academic year?
The biggest piece of advice I can give is to have fun and study hard, because employers look at your GPA, but if you have a 4.0 and aren't involved in anything else, they don't really care. So you need to get involved in the campus and take advantage of your 4 years here, because when you leave, it's kind of bittersweet.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it from the best. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks.
There's just a few individuals that we must thank, because without them, WebTV would just not be possible. From MCTV, the gentleman I would first like to thank is Ron Beacom and Ron Brown. Thank you so much for all your help, as well as Billy Bethune and Chris Ferguson. You guys have been a tremendous help all the way through the year, and we thank you so much.
Not only would we like to say a special word of thanks to the staff at MCTV, but we'd also like to say thank you to the administration, faculty, and staff here at Northwood University. From Judy Fox and Stephanie Brown to John Young, Tom Kavanaugh, and John Jasinski, and especially to President Priddy for all of your hard work, dedication, and support. And without it, these programs would not be possible, especially Northwood WebTV here on the Michigan campus. So, Brett.
So, Virginia, I guess basically all I have to say is one last time, I'm Brett McManaman.
And I'm Virginia Hallam.
I can't wait for you guys to tune in next fall.